Silence forces truth. Silence makes people uncomfortable, so it forces them to fill the silence with truth. I came on here to make this video today because I feel like I've been quiet for too long, and in the wake of recent events with my living situation, I just feel like I wanted to express to the world and let people know, and be more aware of the people you, I guess, do business with. For starters, hello world, I'm Yaku, and I'm an empath. My family background is kind of rough. I'll go into more detail with that in another video. But getting back to the matter at hand, I used to live at 18 Elm Street. This is in Upper Darby, Philadelphia, whichever, or I just call it Upper Darby because it's the county. At the time, I did have a storage unit. I still do have a storage unit, and I was living out of it. At the time, I had two jobs. I was working DoorDash, and I was working at Dollar Tree. So I would commute to and from, and then when I would get paid, I would, book Air BnB so I can shower, take care of myself, brush teeth, wash my hair, stuff like that. But then there was this day, February 15th of this year, I booked at Elm Street. And I met this woman, Jacqueline Sauvell, and she seemed pretty nice, but people were masked. So I didn't know how to use the Ring camera. I was familiar with putting in different codes because I had booked different Airbnbs and they had electronic codes on the door, stuff like that. So I rang the doorbell and she opened the door for me, introduced herself, I introduced mine, and so on. So I don't know if she walked me up to the room, said if there's anything I need, just give her a call. So I stayed there from the 15th of February of this year to the 17th, and that was a Saturday. So on Saturday, she offered me moving to a different room because she told me her plans, that she was looking for long-term guests, and she said I was the perfect, first guest, So at the time, because of my situation, I didn't really think too much of it. So I said, yeah. I think she said she would cover the first week and a half, forget, but she did cover it. I moved my stuff over, but at the time I didn't realize she was saying off the market, because she told me to send her, I think, Cash App or Apple Pay. So I sent it, and then I'm thinking, all right, cool, now I can take a breather. So I'm thinking, all right, cool, now I got a roof over my head. Still had the jobs though, was doing good with that, and boom, doing my thing. I think she got another roommate because it was 3 rooms. It's a 3-bedroom house, and then it has a finished basement apartment, washer, dryer. It was a really dope place. And she was kind of like a host almost. Co-host, because the owner was the host. So she invited Quentin, and he was the second guest. and it's me, him, and her living there. She keeps love bombing and, oh, do you need this and do you need that, and I'm trying to focus on my 2 jobs and then my purpose, stuff I do on the side, like, because I create things from whatever stress I pick up from life, if you may have you. So fast forward, she told me she not really feeling Quentin, which I don't really get because the guy was never there, so he was always at work. But she said she got a text from, I guess, this friend she knew from like selling stuff. She said she had other properties, and this lady that she, I guess, found said that she cleaned the properties and there was this consignment shop. It was a whole bunch of BS, but I didn't know at the time. So she's telling me, oh, she's in a domestic and her boyfriend's being on her and I gotta save her. And like me, I'm a genuine person. Like, I like helping people. So I just hop on board. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go get her. Like, what does she need? And she goes to the address. We get the U-Haul truck, and then we help her move. This woman, her name was Jessica. So we get there, we get the mover, and then this guy and his mom. We walk in, he's holding a dog, and he's kind of standoffish. And, oh, this is mine, this is not hers. And so we just grabbing stuff that Jessica told us to grab. And we moving it into the truck. But me and the mover, we just jetting because, like, we already grabbed most of the stuff off the lawn. But then, like, Jessica just started getting bossy, and I'm just like, yo, I really didn't have to come down here. You bossing me around, and I'm the help, basically. But I digress. We continue moving the stuff, and more cops get called, I guess, to watch the process of her moving out. So we continue moving. We got everything. Jacqueline, she's just on the sidelines, and I don't know what she's doing, but she's supposed to be helping. We're supposed to be putting stuff in her car, but she's saying she gotta go somewhere. Yo, I don't know. All I know is I was in this situation. I'm helping this woman. And I'm supposed to be at home sleep probably, but oh well. So we fast forward, we get all the way to the crib, and like, how do you feel? Like, are you relieved? This is what Jacqueline's asking her, like, are you relieved? And all this extra stuff, like, can I cook you a dinner? And she just I don't know, she seemed too nice. But it didn't, like, dawn on me at the time, because I'm just thinking maybe it's just her personality. But now she's asking us, like, do you guys want to be a part of the company? And it's a business proposition. So I'm thinking, well, shit, yeah, why not? It's Air BnB. But little did I know it was basically like a side swipe to get me to quit the 2 jobs that I had and just come work for her so she can control everything. I didn't notice that at the time, but you live and you learn. So that's going on. She sits both of us down and she's like, I want you guys to have a share in the company, and I don't know who's going to be like the manager, because like I'm 62 and I'm basically trying to retire, which that I understood because she's getting older, so she didn't really want to like work. She wants to relax, and I guess she was looking for, like, I guess, predecessors, or I don't know if that's the right word, but what is it? The protege. Yeah, protege. I guess she was looking for protege, so boom, I can pass the company on to you, and now you running it. So she sit us down, we talking, and the meeting didn't even seem like a meeting. It took 3 months for me to even get to sit down and discuss business with her, because she's so like all over the place, it seemed like. First it was boom, welcome you to the home, then it's boom, I don't like how Quentin is, and then boom, oh, Jessica, she needs help, and then boom, like, it's like, lady, are you good? Like, all this bouncing around is throwing me. Like, I'm not, at the time I'm thinking, like, I'm not here for that. Like, I just came from living, like, basically you could say on the streets, and then boom, you offer me a roof over my head. I'm trying to still get settled. Like, you bouncing around is, come on, just amping up that anxiety. But I ain't say that because, you feel me, like, don't bite the hand that feeds you type shit. So I just push it to the side. Now, fast forward, because that meeting was a flop. Now I'm doing jobs for her. Like, oh, just guests in the basement when they leave. Can you clean? All right, boom. And they leave, I clean it. She get the next guest in there. Boom. They leave, I clean it. She get the next guest in there. So that's going. Then she's telling me the owner, he about to get fined because the front lawn, it gotta be cut. So I'm like, all right, cool. But this is the good side. Like, he orders like the materials. So he ordered the weed whacker. I figure it out. Boom, read the manual. Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm cutting the grass. Boom, pay me $50. All right, cool. I'm thinking that's decent. Then she got this other property in Drexel Hill. Like, boom. Same thing though. It's not set up though. It's just, I'm kind of like an apprentice to like whoever she's setting, I guess this other owner. Because remember, she's always the co-host. So she had this Drexel Hill property where I'm like, all right, I'll just be like the apprentice because I'm learning. But the whole time, you know, like, I was not paying attention to the energy or any of the social cues because this whole thing was a scam. I'm doing all these jobs, cutting the lawn, taking the trash. The trash not really because I'm staying there, but going over to this property, doing work over here for this person, and these people not even like, they undercutting me because Jessica, she figured out that, just she had a whole conversation with the owner that he paying her $200 to get a cleaning company, and then she just paying me $25. Like, now you lowballing me. It's just been a whole bunch of bullshit at that crib. And I'm trying to figure out why when I show up with like generosity and love, people show up with like an agenda. It's like, bro, shorty, you don't gotta do that. Like, I'm naturally genuine. You need help, boom, I'll help you out. You know, on your last, all right, boom, here's my last. So all this agenda shit it threw me through a loop. But fast forward to, I've been living at that place for 6 months. And it took, I guess you could say, June-ish, July, for me to realize that it's basically everybody in that crib I was living with, Jess, Jacqueline, the ball owner, his family, his cousins, that everybody's on this agenda to throw me off what the fuck I'm trying to do. Which is not really cool, but it's cool because it's like, it's going to happen, and then I'm gonna heal from it and move the fuck on. But it's just like, what the fuck? So in June, cops was called multiple times at that place because Jessica don't feel safe and Jacqueline keep doing all this bullshit and she don't feel safe for her well-being, and I'm just in the middle of the shit. The owner had to come from New York because she got documents notarized saying that she's the owner, and then some guy named Quincy is the property manager. And she actually got it notarized. So if he didn't come down here and like figure that out, he would basically come home to no crib. Oh, and I left the part out where she had multiple different contractors. This one contractor, Gary, she said this nigga flipped the van and like destroyed her van that was worth like $3,000. She vented to me about that and saying, oh, like I fucked up, and then she got this other, I guess these people are like real estate investors, and she said like all three of them are best friends. It's me, Nas, Borhan, and some guy named Kucher. She goes to the guy Kucher's place, and I guess they having an issue with the tenants there because they didn't tell them that it was a leak, and the leak destroyed the apartment of somebody who's living down there, and they Air BnB that place out. So I guess Kucher don't want him there, and since she's the co-host, he had her handle it. So she told me, oh, like, I'm about to go pick up wine for this gig I picked up, and do you want to ride with me? And I'm like, all right, cool. So I go with her. She go there. For one, it's dark as shit. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. So I'm waiting there at the top of the steps. She's saying, oh, like, they're speaking in Spanish for one. I speak English. So I don't understand nothing they talk about. So I stand outside. She go in the crib for a little minute, and she talking to the lady. 15 to 30 minutes, she come out the crib rushing though. She rushing, she bump into me, and she fall down the steps. And I'm like, yo, she's, oh, like, can you call Borhan? So I call him. First I called Jess because she said call her too. Call her, she's about to go to sleep. She's like, oh, but I'm about to go to sleep. I got work in the morning. So that's a dub. And then I call Borhan. He pull up 5 minutes later, like, yo, is she good? Like, I'm like, I don't know. She just fell down the steps. Like, I don't know why she was rushing out the crib. There's no railing on these steps. So I help her into his car. She's saying, oh, no, I just want to go home. But Borhan's telling her, like, yo, you got to go to the hospital. She's like, no hospital. So we drop her home. Like, I'm helping her put ice on her wrist. Help her upstairs. Get her in the bed. Elevate her wrists with pillows. Asked her, do she need anything? And she was like, no, I'm just in a lot of pain. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she keep telling me, yo, I've really fucked up bad, and like my wrist is in pain. And she crying, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like all the time, I'm like, what the fuck? Cause like, what is going on? A whole bunch of BS happened. This lady lost her ID, crashed the van. Not her, but somebody she know crashed the van. It just seemed like this whole, like from the minute I walked in that door, this whole thing was like the setup. Like it really felt like it was a setup. And I go out into the world and I'm to myself, and people think I'm just this mean person because I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody because I don't know what people's intentions are. Look at the situation I just explained. And I came there so I could get some goddamn sleep. Because I was sleeping in a storage unit. And then look what happened. A whole bunch of bullshit. Which ended up with me basically losing a place to stay because the boy he had to come from New York because she's about to take his crib. So he telling me, oh, my family about to move in, so like everybody gotta move out. To join Jessica, she get a crib. She's saying, oh, like you could come stay with me so you get on your feet. But let's backtrack. When you got cats, I don't got nothing against animals, but I do know that cats, they feces, like, it puts parasites inside us. So it's like, I'm not trying to move with you, breathe that in. Now I got parasites. I already eat healthy. So it's like, give or take. So you got pets, you barely clean up after them. And this is not me like bad mouthing her, it's just like stuff I see. Boom, you got pets, you barely clean up after them. Kinda unstable. It's like, do I really wanna, like, I just left a stable environment. I mean, an unstable environment. Do I really want to move with somebody I barely know? Plus they're unstable? It's like, nah. Then it was a situation when the cops was called and just Jacqueline Cat coming in and out the crib taking stuff. Like, what do you miss? What are you stealing for? You supposed to be this guy's co-host and you taking his shit out the crib. But that's none of my business. I was just living there and this happened. So he coming up the steps, they getting into it. He like, yo, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, and this lady looked out for y'all, and blah, 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 y'all treating her like that. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you just speaking on stuff like that was told to you. You don't even know the full story. But that's besides the point. Like, yeah, like they get into it, arguing. Then he mentioned like the boy she just got saved from. Like, and then she smacked the bullshit on him. And I'm like, yo. Yo. She slapped this man. Then he come up the steps. She still yada, yada, yada. Then she closed the door. But I don't know if it's because I was there. He kicked the door And it looked like he was about to hit her, but he ain't hit her. I don't know if he ain't hit her because I was right there, but I'm just like, dude, you look like a lame. Like, now you breaking property. But I'm like, yo. I'm like, God, like, all I wanted was somewhere to, like, lay my head, yo. What the fuck? But that happened. So I'm like, she offered me that. I'm like, I'm good. I'd rather sleep on the streets than, like, put myself in another unstable environment. So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So they continuously taking shit out the crib. The boy texted me, yo, make sure, like, she don't take, I guess she was taking stuff that she was, I guess, buying. I don't even know if she was buying stuff, because you see what she was doing with the money with the cleaning fee. Man paying you $200, you paying me $25 to clean it, then you keeping the rest. So from afar, from an eagle's view, it looked like you paying the cleaning company, because the bread, like, you feel me, like, it's gone. But in my opinion, I feel like he should have went off the receipts. Like, all right, boom, where's the receipt for the cleaning company? But I digress. So yeah, he said make sure she don't take none of the supplies. I guess he was meaning like the weed whacker, the power washer, I guess tools. Basically anything that belonged to the actual crib. So I do that and I'm staying there. This was around July. Cause I left there July 27th. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So much bullshit happened at that crib. But yeah, so I left there in July. But before then, I was staying there making sure the crib cool. But he keep texting me, oh, like, you got dip. But from me thinking that he in cahoots, it's like, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm figuring out a plan. You're not about to just kick me out, and I'm not about to just dip. I'm about to get my shit, put it in a storage unit, and, like, leave on my time, like, on my terms. Like, y'all put me through a bunch of bullshit. I'm not about to just dip because you say dip. No, that's not how it works. Like, I already established a place to live already. I get mail with this joint. So, like, I'm gonna explain that. Yeah, I'm gonna explain that part. Cause he thought he was just Debo type shit. Like, bro, no. That's not how it go. Like, you tripping. The cop pulled up. He talking about, yeah, like, I can't make him leave because he already established a place of residence. So now you looking stupid. Nobody just kicked me out. Like, I'm gonna leave, and I told you that. I told you exactly word for word. Yeah, like, all right, boom. Your family about to come here. Let me get my shit in order. Let me figure out a plan and put my shit in storage and dip. You think I'm just saying shit because a whole bunch of bullshit that I had nothing to do with your business. Keywords, your business partners. I was just in the middle of it. Just because I'm helping them, and I'm helping them because they're supposed to be your business partners. I'm really not even supposed to be dibbling and dabbling. I'm supposed to be just living in this joint, but shit happens. But yeah. So this situation, yeah, like, he keeps sending me texts and watching me on a Ring camera saying, oh, like, if you don't dip, I'm gonna change the code. And I'm like, dude, relax. Like, how many times I gotta tell you? It's like I gotta tell you 50 times that I'm going to dip, but can I, like, make a plan to get all my shit? So he come there, his family there. He come up, knock on the door. It was him, and then I guess some other boy. Like, I don't know if he rolled that way or whatever, but it could have been his cousin. Like, who knows? But he like, yo, like, you gotta get your shit. Like, I'm not your parents and all this other shit. Like, I lost the job because I'm thinking Jacqueline, because she know the code to the door because she was the co-host. I'm thinking I'm at work. She gonna ransack my room. Like, I'm like, no, that's not about to go down. So I sacrificed last job I had. Before that, I lost DoorDash because I kept going in there late. Fucking around with Jacqueline, helping her with tasks when I should have been in the bed asleep, preparing for work. But I digress. So I lost Dollar Tree because you're not about to steal my shit. I worked too damn hard for everything I do have, the little bit of shit I do have. So I'm not your parents. I told him I'm jobless, and the last check that I get from this joint, I'm gonna use that and move my shit to storage. Once again, he keep thinking, oh, he's playing and he bullshitting. Just because I'm ordering food don't mean I'm bullshitting, bro. You already noticed I still live in this joint. So he's, you gotta get your shit in dip. It's not a game. And so I looked him up and down, and I'm like, nobody said it was a game. I already explained to you my plan. Just because you bring in another body trying to intimidate me, I'm not intimidated by no man on this earth. Like, you're tripping. I already explained to you my plan, sir. So the cop pull up. He knock at the door. He walk downstairs. Explain to him. But what made me mad about this situation was, bro, you run down there to the cops before I can even get down there, and you explain it to him like somebody just in your crib, just forcefully squatting. Like, nigga, I'm the one who made them pull up. So what are you doing? Like, can you tell the truth? I've been living here since February. Like, so I brought Mel down, and the cop asked me like, yo, like, you actually been living here since February? Like, how long have you been living here? I told him 6 months. So he was like, do you have proof? I'm like, yeah, my mail right here. Showed him like 8 pieces of mail with Yaku on it that say 18 Elm. So like, bro, we not about to do that. Like, we was not about to do that. So he was salty as shit with the I ate face. Like, bro, we not about to do that. So once again, the cop told him like, yo, yeah, I can't make him leave. Like, if you want him out, you gotta get an eviction. You gotta get eviction notice papers. And I told him that also. But did he listen? No. I don't know why God gave him ears. Because Bull didn't listen to nothing I was saying. So last thing the cop said, like, yeah, like, if you want him out, we already made a police report. Go down to the police station, get the eviction papers, and the sheriff will come evict them. So he was like, if you need anything, call us. You saying call us like the ball called y'all. Like, I was mad as shit, yo. But it's cool. So they leave. Then I go back upstairs. I walked up the steps jolly as shit, because it's like, bro, I already told you this. You the one pussyfooting and trying to be all big bro. Yo, you gotta get your shit. Like, bro, calm down. You gotta really understand, that's not how it works. But yeah, I went back to the room and started packing my shit. Like I've been doing. I'm not about to rush and pack my shit. Like, it was a whole scam going on, and y'all had me in the middle of it. I'm not about to move on y'all terms. You tripping. So I started packing my shit. Then they come up there and, when are you leaving? Stuttering and stuff. Like, I said this, calm as hell. Like I said, I told me Nas, when I get my last check from the job I had to quit because I thought somebody was going to steal my shit, I will call an Uber whether it's 3 or 2 trips or a lift, and I will lift my stuff to a storage unit. And he's like, oh, you leaving tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, I already said that. Can y'all leave the room? And then they left the room. Like, bro, the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Told y'all, like, I basically explained my plan like 10 times. And it's like, at this point, I'm like, y'all want to cut y'all ears off? Because, like, y'all really not hearing me. It took for authorities to pull up and be like, yo, we can't evict him. Like, you on some nut shit. For y'all to be like, oh, damn. Like, he did say this. Like, what the fuck? So I move all my stuff, as y'all can see, to the unit. Like, I'm cool now. I had to sell some of my securities though, which I'm not happy about, but yeah, I had to sell some of my securities so I could book another Airbnb and just apply like crazy. Got a few interviews. So fingers crossed, hopefully something comes through. I was trying to get something local because I don't drive and wasn't really trying to like use my bread on like a transpass yet until I like actually get like a first paycheck. But we will see. We will see. But if you live in Upper Darby and you know somebody named Jacqueline Savell, please be careful, because she will steal your shit. She's not a very good host. Put me through like a whirlspin of hell. When I was already going through hell when you met me. And it's like, miss. Like, you're defeating the whole purpose. But, yeah, watch out, y'all, because it's a spiritual warfare out here, and it's a lot of BS going on. You will get swindled if you aren't aware. Me, I guess you could say I was mid-aware. Yeah, mid. Cause like it's like my gut was screaming at me like, yo, something ain't right. Like, just pay whatever, stack your cheese and dip. But look at me, taking a chance on people once again. Like, yo, like, let me help you out. My whole thing is, I feel like if a person is giving themselves when they literally have nothing, that's love. That's love right there. And I feel like all my life, that's all I did. Just give and give and give and give. Now, I'm not saying that to say like it's going to change me and I'm about to just start being on that shit. No, it's just, I gotta be selective. I'm gonna still give, but it's like I'm not about to just be out here just doing it blindly. Because that whole situation taught me a lot about myself and just about people in general. So, yeah. Kind of feels like I'm back at square one again, but I'm a warrior, so I already know I'm gonna get through it. Something good is right around the corner. A job right around the corner. Like, it's on its way. So, I ain't gonna stress. Just gotta continue to keep my head up and, I don't know, continue to battle the demons that's in this field, in this spiritual war. I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote. Don't let somebody else's choices and decisions give your worth a definition. You deserve to express your love language. So I don't know who that quote was for, but yeah. I feel like everybody on earth deserves to express their love language. Don't let somebody's actions, words, or energy define your worth. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If this story helped anybody in any way, leave a comment. And if the quote kind of helped y'all in any way too, leave a comment. This is my first video on this channel, so there will be more stories. Hopefully not like this though. But I will post more about like my family and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all cool out.